So Overeem beats Sakai. Really good performance, really impressive. Sakai looked great. He didn't just beat a random guy, he beat a really good up-and-comer. Sakai looked great. Beautiful combinations in the first 2 rounds. I had him winning both first 2 rounds quite easily, to be honest. Gave him a nice hematoma, side of the head in the second round. Every combination he did, he threw 3, 4, 5 hooks at once. Always threw a knee, but Overeem's guard was so good. And that just shows the experience of him. He knows, look, just outlast him. And he knew where to put his arms, he knew where to put his hands, he knew where to move himself, he knew where to pivot off the fence in order to just push away and then create another 30 seconds gap before the next blitz. Overeem did a really good job in damage limitation in the first 2 rounds. I was really impressed. Come the 3rd round, suddenly the tables looked, not necessarily flipping to Overeem's side, but you can see him getting back into it, you can see him getting his mojo back, he's cracking him with a couple shots, and he decides to take him down. And he gets a really good end to the fight of ground and pound. Halfway through the 4th round, he decides to do the same thing again. Nice, pulls on the back, trips him over, rolls on his own back to drag him to the floor. Really nice, ground and pound. Another minute in that fight at the end, he probably could have finished him there. And you see that at the start of the 5th. Start of the 5th round, finishes him with some savage elbows, and you see Sakai's face, the cuts on his face are just absolutely monstrous. Really nice work from the Reem. So he sits in 6th place in the rankings. Now I don't really like rankings, but it's a good order for this heavyweight division. You've got Stipe the champion, who's most likely, he's going to fight 2 people, Francis again, or Jon Jones. I made the video last time with Jon Jones versus Brock. Let's face it, Brock is not coming back. So that leaves a spot for Jon Jones if he cannot get that Stipe match. He needs a dance partner. He is not fighting Curtis Blades. That is a risky fight to do an intro, in my opinion. I don't think he's going to fight anyone like Derek Lewis or Jairzinho Rozenstruik either. But I think a really good technical matchup would be someone that's been a heavyweight for such a long time. They used to train together. I think Alistair Overeem would be a tremendous dance partner for Jon Jones as an intro. I really want this to happen. Plus, the Reem wants to make one more run at the title. You either go through Rozenstruik, who he was beating 5 rounds to 0 in their fight, and then just got cracked with a giant of a lunchbox in the face, and knocked him clean out with like 5 seconds to go. In his last 5 fights, that's his only loss. He's fought Olenek in that time. I have the list here. Augusto Sakai, Walt Harris, lost to Rozenstruik that he was winning until that punch, Olenek and Pavlovich. All of his wins out of those 4 out of 5 are TKO victories. He has stopped those people. The Reem in his last 5 fights has looked absolutely brilliant. One more run at the title. He is in form right now, especially stopping 2 up-and-comers like Walt Harris and Augusto Sakai. I really believe that fighting Jon Jones would be a tremendous fight. Will he win that fight? He has a very good chance stylistically. You know, styles make fights, and he has a good style to beat Jon Jones. He is very good on the ground. He's a big man. He weighs in at 260, 255 really, to the 265 limit, especially when he was Overeem. Not anymore, so obviously, but he's still in good shape for a 40-year-old man. I think Jon would really relish that competition as well, and it's not just a random name you're getting in the heavyweight. You have to make it worth Jon's time, because he's clear he wants more money. He wants a legacy fight now. He's not after wiping out a whole division again like he's already done. He's been doing it for years. He wants one staple fight, and that fight, in my opinion, should be the Reem. Who do you reckon? You reckon the Reem? You reckon he should be fighting someone else? Or you reckon he's just going to get Stipe straight away and Francis will have to wait, and that'll be a shame for everyone? Let me know in the comments, guys. Subscribe if you're new. Check out more videos. And the podcast as well. MMA Show. Hit it up. Cheers, guys.